Zombies have become so mainstream in our culture that it's surprising it took Disney this long to make a musical. The movie is an underlying statement for those who continue to fight for their individual rights and can be a beacon of hope that closed-minded beliefs always fall short in trying to keep restrictions on a people, group, or individual. While trying to pass this important message across, the crew had to sadly do away with some scenes. And in this video, we'll talk about the deleted scenes that could change everything. Have you subscribed or riveted? This is the one place you get entertained and educated on all matters entertainment, and our viewers are walking away with gift cards every day. Just answer the hidden question in the video to join the daily draw. Let's bring everyone up to speed first. Zombies takes place in the perfect planned community of Seabrook, where everyone fits the 1950s stereotype of a perfect family, and everyone wears pastel pink or pastel blue. Well, that was until a tragic power plant accident turns half the town into brain-eating zombies. But they got better once the government invented and issued Z-bands, watches that deliver soothing electrical shocks to the wrist to make them like other people. Then we meet Zed, a zombie living in Zombie Town, and Addison, who lives the perfect life in Seabrook. In a face-to-face with the camera, they tell us their life stories. When the zombies get to school, they're ushered into a side entrance like second-class citizens, are shown their basement schoolroom, and told they can't mingle with the humans. The Zombies DVD came with exciting content for all fans, including a Zombies blooper reel where viewers get to laugh out loud at the cast of zombies and the compilation of the funniest bloopers and outtakes from the making of the film. There is also the Zombie Survival Guide to High School. This piece uses a visual motif of a zombie survival guide with styled infographics, and it's hosted by the cast. They go down the list of some of the most important survival tips for zombies and humans on how to get along and make the best of high school. Then there is a dance tutorial that you can totally use for your TikTok videos. Meg Donnelly, Kylie Russell, and Zombies choreographer Christopher Scott show viewers how to dance along to the BAM music video. And now we come to our main topic of today, the deleted scenes that may have changed everything. New jacket, new name. In Zombies, cheerleading was initially a sport for humans, and to be part of the AC squad, a name had to end with AC. JC is a member of the Mighty Shrimp cheer team, and he was one of the new additions to the ACs trio. Prior to joining the ACs, it is revealed at cheer camp in Zombies 2 that his name was Kevin. In a deleted scene in Zombies, we see Bree practicing for a routine, and the AC squad immediately approaches Addison with a new jacket. They had already picked out a name for Addison, KC. In the same video, Lacey reveals that she had to change her name from Jenny to Lacey to be part of the squad. Addison obviously refused to change her name, and that's why we still have the debate about where she belongs. We can't help but wonder, if Addison would have accepted the new name, would she have given up her quest to find where she belongs? That would mean the end of the Zombies, because Zombies 3 will probably be all about Addison finding her pack. We thank God she didn't accept that jacket. Now we have to understand why it was important for Addison to reject the new name. Addison wants nothing more than to become a cheerleader so she can completely fit in, and she makes the team led by her cousin, Bucky. Her parents force her to wear a wig to cover up her unusually colored hair, so she feels she needs to go the extra mile to fit in with other people. She uses a blonde wig to cover up naturally white hair, which she's ultra self-conscious about. The whole thing is an on-the-nose allegory for all sorts of societal bigotry, but director Paul Hohen never makes it feel preachy. Zombies 2 picks up after the characters somehow accept themselves. Zed plans to ask Addison to the prom, while Addison works to become the new cheer captain when Bucky steps down to become president. Due to a road incident caused by Zed's promposal, the bus carrying the cheerleaders crashes into the nearby forbidden forest, and Addison and the cheer team see the werewolves. When they get back to Seabrook, the whole town freaks and the mayor reinstates the anti-monster laws. So let's assume that Addison had accepted to change her name in the original Zombies movie. She would probably have kept her hair and never reveal her white hair on the show. Then the werewolves would never assume that she's the great alpha, and we would never get to know who Addison really is. Do you see how that completely changes everything? At the end of Zombies 2, a blue glowing rock falls from the sky at night, causing a blue explosion. This causes Addison's radio to briefly short out. Later, after waking up, her hair glows bright blue for a short moment. You realize that if Addison had joined the AC squad, we would not be having the discussion of whether she's an alien, a werewolf, a mermaid, a vampire, or even a witch. Cheer-tastrophe. Before the Zombies joined the football team, the team lost almost every game during competitions. Eventually, they decided to give up on the sport and focus on something they are actually good at, cheerleading. Of course, the best cheerleader is Bucky. He is headstrong and very intolerant to anything below standard. In fact, he is so worried about perfection that he will cut members of the cheerleading team due to one mistake. His cousin, Addison, is one of his star cheerleaders. Clearly, this, along with him being her cousin, makes him allow her to stay regardless of her outside affairs with Zed and the other zombies. In one of the deleted scenes, Bucky is in charge of cheer practice, and the team takes a break to listen to the principal's announcement. Principal Lee tries to act like the cool principal, even though the situation always ends up being cringeworthy. We have to note that the problems in Zombies are usually caused by adults. The teens try to inspire positive change by resisting prejudice and finding common ground when their high school integrates humans and zombies. There are stereotypes on both sides of the divide for most of the story, as well as some mean-spirited exchanges between humans and zombies, often driven by adults. Principal Lee is one of the only adults in the movie, and instead of helping the students, she's portrayed as a wannabe cool principal. And the coach? Jeez. He would always start out pep talks like you'd expect of a coach, but would quickly admit how bad they were and that he really just wanted to keep his job and have some of the things other people take for granted in life. Anyway, in the deleted scene, Principal Lee announces that the football team has won for the 5th time, and everyone is in a celebratory mood except Bucky. How did they even get there in the first place? Zed makes the football team on the promise that his potential zombie strength will be the boon that the terrible football team needs to actually win some games. But to do this, he has to hack his Z-Band to let his zombie nature become more dominant. We get that the showrunners introduced zombies as a marginalized race, being a stand-in for black people or Jewish people or Muslims or some other group. But in all honesty, the zombies were a terrible stand-in. Before the Z-Bands were introduced, the zombies literally attacked people and ate their brains, which is not what happens with the marginalized groups. It would only make sense if the zombies were meant to represent something like terrorists and the living conditions in Guantanamo Bay. But that's also really weird. The concern here is that the backstory insists that zombies used to be dangerous, so historically normal people are justified in their fear of them and in their attempts to control them. The casual hacking of Zed to give him superhuman strength to cheat at football was super under-examined, among other things, because it didn't seem to realize how this justified the fears of the Seabrook students. Okay, back to the deleted scene. In his disappointment, Bucky walks to a poster of himself on the wall and has a little heart-to-heart with it. Winning 5 times in a row meant that the football team would get more attention than the cheer team. And that wasn't good news for Bucky. He was so used to being the most popular kid in school, and the arrival of the zombies ruined that. In Seabrook High, cheerleading is taken seriously. We barely even see the kids in class, even though the setting of the movie is in a high school. They should have left this scene in the movie because we get to know Bucky's best friend. It's a poster of himself. That is hilarious, but it's also very sad. Even when Disney needed to give Bucky someone to bond with, they gave him Zoe, the youngest member of the cast. On the day of the homecoming game, Bucky finds out about Zed's Z-Band hack and has his followers steal Eliza's laptop to hack the Z-Bands. They succeed, resulting in Zed, Eliza, and their friend Bonzo turning full zombie and being taken away by the zombie patrol. Fortunately, most of the cheerleaders had started to like the zombies because they still won the homecoming game, and Addison exposes that it was Bucky who messed with the Z-Bands. That deleted scene showed viewers another side of Bucky. We know him as a handsome, cocky, swaggering human and narcissist who still manages to be extremely likable. Clearly, he can also be vulnerable, and like every other character on the show, he just wants to be accepted and loved. This completely changes everything. Maybe in Zombies 3, we will get to see another side of Bucky. Surely he's more than the guy who has a problem with the newcomers in Seabrook High. Zoe plays with a puppy. Zoe is such an adorable kid in Zombies, but viewers only get to see her like 5 times. If there's anyone who deserves more screen time, it's her. At the beginning of the movie, Zoe is seen playing with her stuffed animal, Xander. Her older brother Zed comes downstairs and starts pretending to be a dog, which makes Zoe happy. She is then seen with her father, Zevin, waving goodbye to Zed as he goes off with the other zombie teens to school. We then see her again outside her house in the front yard when her father calls her inside for dinner. Zoe is not allowed to have a pet because she is a zombie, so she pretends that her stuffed dog, Xander, is an actual dog. In a deleted scene that we are so mad didn't make it to the movie, Zoe is seen playing with a puppy. She is genuinely happy that she gets to play with a real puppy, and we can't believe that the scene was cut out. If they had included it, it would have proven that zombies can coexist and keep animals as pets. The next time viewers see Zoe is when Bucky's team is failing because they do not have enough members. So Zoe tries to get in and help them. At first, Zoe is booed by the crowd, but with help from Addison and Zed, the zombies and cheerleaders come together to do a cheer routine, after which Zed and Addison confess they love each other. At the end of the movie, however, Addison gets Zoe a puppy, and her excitement is indescribable. The editors denied viewers the chance to see Addison bonding with her boyfriend's younger sister. It would have been a great relief considering how much she went through with Zed. At first, Addison and Zed hide their romance because no matter how integrated Seabrook High claims to be, it would be social suicide to associate with the zombie. In the deleted scene, a different puppy was given to Zoe, and the people who worked on the movie didn't say why she was replaced. Maybe they deleted the scene because when they needed to introduce the dog again, the original dog wasn't around. The new puppy is cute, though. She was shown again in Zombies 2 when she was petted by a werewolf named Wanda. Clearly, the team had reasons for deleting the scenes because including them would have changed everything. Our question for the day is, what do you think should have happened differently in Zombies? Thanks for watching this video. This has been Riveted, and we publish amazing videos daily, so stay tuned.